Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Spyro the Dragon Reignited. In the last episode, we completed Peacekeepers, the home realm, and we also did this level over here, the Dry Canyon. And in this episode, we're going to go into another level, and I made a bit of a mention that I didn't actually make a backup of the save file. You can't copy files, even though you have 3 save files per user, which I find is really dumb. So, you know what I had to do? I had to copy it to my memory stick. Yeah, that was the solution. But, you know, if I get any trophies, I'm probably going to have to keep the video in, so that's a thing. By the way, Icy Cavern! Let's just hop on in. I guess I could have talked about that while this is going through, because the game has auto-saving. You can't save yourself manually. And, yeah, when you're on the save file screen, there's only the option of loading, backup, or delete. There's no copy option. Why is copy options in games, especially collector ones these days, just with multiple save files, don't allow you to copy the file? I find that really strange. That used to be like a standard. It should still be a standard because you can copy the file elsewhere. Like I said, I backed it up to my SD, my sim, not sim, not SD, memory stick. Get the words right. Slow yourself down so you're not on a motor mouth. You got time. That's me, isn't it? I'm tripping over my speech. But yeah, you get what I mean. And yeah, we're in Peacekeepers. We were in a canyon, and now we're in a. Well, we're still in a canyon, but it's more like a glacial canyon than anything else. Which is where they actually showed off that this still exists. We can do, like, side roll and all that. In fact, they must have had a button to strafe, but I can't remember if that's now a thing, because I can't see... Can I target enemies? No, I can't. Don't know when that got removed, because I'm pretty sure there was a strafe option, but it's not even in the class controls. I don't know. It don't matter anyway. Because you don't use it in the other games, it doesn't exist in the other games, so there's no reason to. And I'm going to knock these guys out because I need some health, and I got an extra life for that. Awesome. Ulrich.
Word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Grow big to charge an enemy? Wasn't there a trophy that said something like that? Because I don't think that's I don't remember that being a thing. No, that's not it. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure it said something like charge through something when you're large or something. No? Oh, I must have been misreading that. For some reason I remember reading something about that, like you charge through a large enemy to get an achievement or something. Maybe it's a skill point? Yeah, maybe it's a skill point. No, it's not a skill point because that's not in this area. Unless it's be big elsewhere. No. I don't know, I don't know where I read that. I can't remember where I read that. Maybe it was rumoured and that's why I had that idea? I don't know. That's me being a moron. Or just misremembering or mishearing things. No biggie. This level is actually kind of linear to a very big point. It pretty much goes all the way around the edge, all the way back over that way. But it doesn't kind of loop around on itself. I think we get like a little cyclone or something to help us do that. Right, that's the... Yeah, it's those platforms over there that I'm remembering. Because I remember that you have to do a big jump in this level as well in order to get some collectibles. And I think it's to get the key, and you have to jump from the chest, so you have to loop back around to the chest twice. And by doing that, you also skip half the level, so we're going to backtrack regardless. It don't matter, because these levels, like I said, are self-contained. They're quite small, but there's a lot to do. I don't really mind it much. And since it's so fast to get through, it won't take us that long at all, which is why every level takes about at least 15 minutes at most. Except for the first episode, because, you know, tutorials and whatnot. Just discussing all the mechanics. So yeah, this is the chest, and the key's right there. That's the jump. And we pretty much skip half the level. Cancel the jump with the triangle button. There we go. Because you don't really need to hold the button to glide. You can just press it. I'm just doing it now just to show off. Burn your belly. I like how I don't even have to charge up to you and then burn you. So yeah, now we're going to have to pretty much go for the rest of the level backwards. But what I'm going to... Oh, we're going to come back anyway to get out of here. So whatever. Let's just do it. Activate you. Because we might get wrecked. Hello, Andor.
Thank you for releasing me.
I like how they've actually kept these, thank you for releasing me ones. They still went to the effort to actually animate them, because the other ones just literally popped in, said it, and they went off. At least they made them charismatic in this. So, but still, I can't wait to actually have the old man one. Like, thank you for releasing me. Because that's the most iconic one. Bap. Right. I guess considering that they're Norks, I get the green horn. That was a very obscure Disney's Hercules reference. He's got armor. I'll just knock you into the pit, if I can. There we are. And then I get his gem. Oh, it just automatically got collected. Fair enough. Maybe that's what I was trying to remember. You can't be large, so you have to knock him off the pit. Actually, I wonder if you can kill him with a super flame. Because there is a super flame in this game, it just works differently and you can't bring it with you. It looked like the bat was actually going to hit me, but they're critters, and critters can't do damage to you, they only heal you, so I'm a little bit confused on what that was all about. Sparx? 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 Okay, Sparx don't want to grab these ones either. I have to whack them off. Sparx, what's wrong with you, man? Like I said, I praise this remake for being so tight, so well done. But they've also dropped the ball on certain things, like that invisible rock in the last episode in Peacekeepers, right next to the portal to this world. Sparx not doing stuff sometimes, like the sparkles for the gems in a far off distance don't get grabbed real well. And of course, not the whole trilogy being on the physical disc.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor, and in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
And of course, we get the idea to knock that dude in the pit, but because I had to go through the level backwards, because I had to go get that key and skip half the level, that was the problem. I should have activated that guy before jumping up this way. Yeah, well, don't matter. We're here, and we're going to go back anyway, so I'll probably go the exact same way regardless. But yeah, I actually liked how Spyro looked in the original when he said that. It was like, that was a little bit too fast-paced. I don't know. I have some little nitpicks, but I also have some general grievances, like being a physical copy. This is all digital. This is the digital version. One of the few times I've gone like digital for a full new retail game. I think the other time was Super Mario Maker, but it just made more sense that way, because as that game is literally supposed to be online, which the 3DS version got rid of, so I just don't see the point. Super Mario Maker, since pretty much the whole point of playing the game is online, you might as well just have it downloaded, because once the servers go down, you won't be able to download the game either, and the game will only have the built-in levels, and the built-in levels aren't really the main focus of the game, so you can't even play the official community levels, like the ones with that give you those costumes for free. So I don't really understand why that should have just been like a £25 download. I mean, it was 35, but it's still a little bit much. I mean, it was a Mario game, of course they're going to price it up a bit. And I'm not talking about, like, Virtual Console, like, classic releases. Would you please, Sparx? You're annoying me. Oh, I have to be on the platform for you to grab it. This is just a waste of time. In fact, you're not even grabbing them, I am. What's wrong with you? Sparx, you're drunk, go home. Let's go over here and activate this guy quick. Yeah, you'll grab those ones. Why not the ones when I'm trying to jump up for them?
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
You weren't doing anything. That was basically a more humorous thank you for releasing me. Plus, Asher. One letter change and you'll be the friggin' Usher. I don't know. That was a terrible joke. Check nooks and crannies, because I missed one last time in, it wasn't Town Square, it was Dark Hollow, that was the one, that was the level, in the Artisan's World, because I missed that in the water area. I had to go back there anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. I mean, it's never a big deal when you have to backtrack for at least one gem. I mean, like, now I know that, that's not a button, that I can click in the left analog stick and Sparx actually points into the direction of where stuff is. Yeah, not a big issue at all. So I come through here, there's 3 lives up here. I can't do anything on this actual ledge. Is there anywhere that I need to glide? Because like they really like doing their yeah, that's not actually a place we can land. I think that's death, so I don't want to do that. Right, we're going back in. There's a dragon up there. I don't see any way to get up here, so we need to go over this way. And if we look at the map, it actually loops round in a different way. So if we jump over this way, I mean, I guess we had to do this anyway in order to get up, but that's not the point. Sparx should have been able to grab those easily. He was in range. Whack you into the pit. It burns.
Captain, no splash.
Not a sound.
Yeah, no splash.
Not a bloomin' ripple.
What the? They can hit you. Come back here. I didn't think these guys could hit you, but they do. You want to grab that? Actually, I just noticed Sparx changes colour and you gain the HP before he eats it. Same goes for the lives, I'm pretty sure. Because I took that hit, but I was blue. He was about to eat one, he became yellow, but then when he ate it, he was still blue. Because I took a hit. So yeah, that doesn't equal up very well. Bash. If I just keep charging into you, you can't do nothing. There we are. Yeah, and they just drop the gem immediately before they even fall. Because I think last time you had to wait for them to poof, and then the gem just comes flying out of the pit and Sparx grabs it for you. If not, it will just land on the ledge. Yeah, so you have to knock those off the pillars. I mean, I remember doing that last time, but I'm also pretty sure that Sparx will be able to grab them. You don't have to knock them off yourself. Yeah, I'll just burn your butt. Because you're not as fast skating around in a circle when I'm just running with claws. Oh, ooh, okay. Yeah. Trying to bash that down. Sneaky buggers, putting them next to the pits. Yeah, that's just death, so we don't want to deal with that. Burn you. Knock you out. What? What did I get? Defeat all 3 ski orcs. Oh, well, that's going to happen due to progression anyway, because they're holding gems. So that's just a trophy I was going to get regardless. Fair enough, then. I love it when I get trophies that I don't... I mean, the way I react, I'm just like, how did I get this? Because it's like... But it's progression based. It's like... But it's like, not entirely tied to progression because I could have skipped it. Like, I don't like trophies that are tied to progression, like, oh, like on Kingdom Hearts, like, oh, you sealed the keyhole to this level, you sealed the keyhole to that level, oh, you got the Oath Keeper. It's like, I'm going to get that regardless. There's no point in rewarding me for that. But it's like... Well, I guess it's like just the satisfaction of like, yay, I did something and that made progress and I got an achievement for getting that far. Fair enough. But that kind of trophy, I like it when I get the reaction to that because I'm like, how did I get that? And it's like, oh, it is tied to 100% progression, but I wouldn't have necessarily got it if I was just avoiding enemies. Like a pacifist route. Going back to Undertale again.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
To kick Nork butt and just be an awesome and amazing dragon that makes everyone happy. I don't know. Wait, hang on a minute. How do I get that? How do I get those lives again then? Because we've just done all this. We've just got everything in the level, but those lives I want. I want those lives. Hang on a second, I might be missing something here. Oh, are these the lives that you weren't able to get before? Oh no, I know now. Yes, these were the lives that originally had a blind spot that were quite difficult to get in the original, but... Yeah, because we can come up this way. So yeah, in a way, this cuts off the entire level because you can just do this. There we go. So yeah, you get all 3 lives here. Then you just drop down here, run through this little cave, and then you're immediately at the exit. So yeah, you can actually just skip this entire level if you wanted to, but if you don't grab anything in the level, there's no point coming in, because it doesn't matter if you beat the level or not. That's not progression based, it's what you grab is what you need to progress, because the balloonist won't let you through otherwise. But now that we've got everything... Yeah, so I had to go through the entire level there in order to get those, but oh well. Yeah, effectively, it probably might be a lot easier if I just went through the level backwards in that case, but you would still have to do at least half the level twice because of the key, because you've got to make that big leap around. So there's not really any easy way on doing that level, because it's such a straight line, effectively. It is a circle, but it's in like a very sloped circle, so you can't go back that way. If they stuck like a cyclone there, it would have been a lot easier, but oh well. Just pointing this out, still here. Oh boy. Like I said, there's some bits where they drop the ball, but there's other points where they haven't. They just run straight in there now. It's weird. I guess it's just that one that stops them from running. Once you hit them once, they're scared of you for life. Technically, this is the next level. order-wise. Well, actually, no, Clifftown's over there, which we haven't done yet. But Dr. Shemp's actually the boss, so we're going to be leaving that for a while. Yeah, I would like one of these bunnies, thank you. Sparx? Come on, dude! I flamed that guy, and yet I flamed that bunny. We were pretty much where it was, and yet Sparx just ignored the health. Are you trying to sabotage me or something, dude? Are you... I think even Sparx is unhappy with how he was designed. He's like the one model grievance I have so far. I can't really talk about any other characters that we haven't seen yet, because they're in the later parts of the trilogy, but there you go. Obviously, the trilogy is synonymous with everything, but you get what I mean. I don't really want to be talking about characters that we're not going to see yet, even though I've mentioned the Super Flame like a bunch of times. Barrel roll. Pfft. Barrel roll. That was a big one. I don't remember that being huge. But yes, we're in Cliff Town, where I want to flame every vulture not charge into them, which I normally do anyway, so we'll probably get that regardless. Bap. Right, so I want to actually go around the edge of this building first, because it's annoyance. There is actually stuff behind here, as Sparx will probably point out to us if I do that. There we are. So he's actually pointing to stuff behind, which we're not going to be able to get for quite a bit. In fact, wow, this looks expansive. And that cloud is actually 3D, I think. It looks like it. That's nice attention to detail. See? It's... I love the graphic style. I love how it is. Right, I think I'm not going to get any more out of that. Fair enough. Yeah, you want to keep flaming those cauldrons until you actually get something out of them. Might take you a couple of tries. Sometimes I might have multiple in them, which is why I flame all the time. Unless they're just shortened it down to a smaller amount of gems to collect. Yeah, because that one just had a red in it. Is that really worth? I don't know why. I keep flaming the critters when I don't need to. But since they respawn, it's not that big of an issue, I guess. So yeah, Cliff Town. This is one of my favourite levels, actually. It's very small, very compact, but there's a lot to do still. And yeah, it's just one of my favourite levels. It's the level that I think of when I think of Spyro 1. He just stabbed me with that sword of his. And how do you have metal cloaks? How the heck does that work? I swear that they were like shields before. Like, in the original, like, they were like Batwing like shields. Like, you know, what was it called? No, it wasn't. Batfink, wasn't it? It was Batfink. My wings are like a shield of steel. I think it was Batfink, or was it like Danger Bat? Or something? No, that's Danger Mouse. I don't know. I know he was a bat because he was like, your pathetic attacks cannot harm me. My wings are like a shield of steel. Right, so we've got an egg thief here. And considering that he has wings of steel, it's funny that fire don't work, because in Pokemon logic that would be super effective. But in this game, no. Oh my god, I keep missing him. Feck! Come over here. I realise that I haven't actually switched to the original PlayStation 1 music yet, but I've been using the PS1 music for the end cards, like just little 15-minute snippets. I mean, if I really don't like how our music sounds, I'll probably change it, but at the same time I'm not paying attention because I'm talking all over it, so... And to be honest, they've done a good job remixing it. It doesn't have the oomph, but it still has the same feel. And I want to know what it sounds like, so... Can I not do this? There we go! Where are you going? Up there! Perfect, we don't have to backtrack. Right, I can't get up there yet, so that's something we will have to backtrack for. Let's activate you! Checkpoints are kind of pointless in this level, actually.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Yeah, like I said, we were supposed to come to this level before we went to Ice Cavern, but I wanted to do Ice Cavern first, because that's not one of the more memorable levels that I remember. It's weird. I don't like the Peacekeepers, but, like, world in the original. In this version, I don't actually have any complaints about it. But, the levels that Peacekeepers contains, very nice, very memorable. And it puts me off my little bad vibe that I have with Peacekeepers. Plus, the music of Peacekeepers just sucks. I mean, it's supposed to be like a marching kind of thing, because, you know, Peacekeepers, army, that sort of thing. That's why you fight Norks that are dressed in army suits. But, yeah, that's a thing. How did I miss this? There was one up there. You're not going to grab it, Sparx. Seriously. Sparx, you're winding me up with that. You really are. Don't know why Sparx is just not with it. Hope he improves in the later games, just saying. Right, burn you. Did I get that? Yeah, I got that. I can never tell, because numbers and stuff are flying all over the place. Yeah, baba! How about new? We'll do that. There we are. Got him. Yep. Bash those two. Flame those two so I don't have to charge. Grab these two that Sparx didn't grab for some reason. I fell. That's fine. We're back at the loop already, so that's fine. There we are. There we are. I scuffed it again. So that is a thing we can do. That was the thing we blew up with that rocket. Yeah, so there's like a metal case up here that you can't charge into, and it has no keyhole. That is what we just blew up with the rockets. That's how you get those. But there are other methods as well, but they're very situational. So, burn these two. Cook the pot. Get the gems out of that. And we're pretty much once again at the end of the level, but we're not done yet because we've still got the whole entire section to the left on the map there. Yeah, very small, very linear level. And in fact, that big area, there's not actually a lot going on. But see, look, that's a lot better. Look at those shines on the blue. That's the kind of shine that I'm on about. And the key's actually got an even bigger shine as well. Like, you can actually see that yellow shine right behind that. Well, no, there we are. That's a really big shine. In fact, I just missed two down there as well, but that's fine. Because once we make it over here, I think where those two gems are, we'll have a vortex. So that's fine. So we'll grab that first, activate you, and we'll fly over there in just a moment, because this guy's going to tell us that.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
There we are. So that's our clue that we can actually make this jump. Watch me as I bash my head against the edge. It actually happened. Are you kidding me? I technically made it there for a second, but then I kind of like got stuck for a moment, and then I head bonked. Why does that keep happening? I should just be able to make that with a normal jump. Game, I am not impressed with this. I'm having more trouble than I think. Oh, that wasn't a key. That was just a gem. So, the more valuable the gem, the bigger the sparkle. The sparkles were the same in every version. Well, for every gem in the old version. I don't know. Like I said, it's small little grievances, but they're kind of messing me up a bit. See, that's why I like using the flame, because they were quite above me, but I was still able to hit them because the flame goes up a bit. If I charged them, I would have probably gone right underneath. So that's why I just prefer flaming. Well, you're just going to stand there. Fine then! Get roasted. Boyo. Problem is, the gem gets stuck up there and Sparx don't want to grab it again. Sparx, do you have a problem with gems or something? In this version? There we are, birds of a feather. We already know what that is because I've mentioned that in the last episode and this episode. Just flame all the buzzards in there. Of course, if you kill all of them, you could probably, like, you know, just go back in the level, or just lose a life somehow and do it that way. I should have done that with the balls, actually. I might just go back and do that now.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
And there it is. We got the whirlwind, and it is just where those two that I missed over here, wasn't it? Yeah, there we are. So I can grab those, and I can take this back up every time I need to make a new jump. Which we're going to have to make multiple of, funnily enough, because we need to make the jump over here for one thing, which, yet again, I kind of messed up a bit there, but that's fine. I can land here and grab these two. There we are. And there are also those ones over there, which we're going to have to make a nice jump to. Get these first. There we are. Jump into the vortex. Didn't count for some reason there. Normally you can just continue riding it up. You don't have to walk into it, but whatever. Small nitpick yet again. Are you kidding me? You know what? Right, from now on, every time I need to make a long glide, I'm just going to dash jump out of it, because I'm fed up of just barely not making it, head bonking, and then falling to my doom, or having to redo it. So I'm just doing that for now on, because that's starting to annoy me. And I do not remember having to do that every time I'm going to make a long jump like that. I mean, in the original, it still helps you get a little bit of extra distance, but not much in comparison to this version. But then again, I could attribute that to different physics, or because they redesigned all the polygons and stuff, to the whole geometry of the level. It may be just a little bit off from where it was originally. There are many explanations for that, and that could be one of them. So yeah, if we come over here, we can't actually keep going this way, even though there's a statue over there that kind of stops you from gliding over in the first place. We still need to do this, because we're going to jump here, glide, and you can see the gems behind here. So we can drop here, grab all these, bash that. There's a 25 in there, which I believe is the last of our gems, and this bit slopes up, allowing us to get out. And there we are, we beat the level. So now all we've got to do is just get out of here, which means we've got to go all the way back up that way again. But we could do that, or I could just pause and quit. But you know what? I'm sticking to my guns with 2 levels per video. And yeah, we're at 27 minutes, so that's actually pretty good. So, with that, guys, in the next episode, we're going to be dealing with the last few portals of the Peacekeepers, and probably go for a bit of a gliding session. See you guys then.